Hello friends, welcome back to our channel
Explore with
Preeti. So as you all know that we are in Hallstatt, in the most beautiful village of Austria. In our last video, if you have not watched it, please go and watch that video. In that video, we explored the whole village of Hallstatt. Now we are exploring a very interesting part of this village, and
that is known as or that is famous as a Bone Church of Austria of Hallstatt and Austria. So if you want to go to this church from in Hallstatt, and if you are in Hallstatt and if you want to visit this church, then you have to start it from the panoramic view. If you go towards the panoramic view, then you can see
left side.
In the left side you can see stairs, and you can walk. You have to walk that stairs to go up, and if you can see, there are like lot of graveyards are there, and there is this church is present.
So now we are going towards the church. You can see lot of cemeteries in both sides of the road, and we are going towards the church. First we are planning to visit the church, then we'll go to see the main bone church. So this is the view. Also from this church you can have a very beautiful view of the lake and the mountains from far away.
So you can also enjoy the panoramic view as well from this hilltop cemetery. So here you can see like lot of cemeteries and church as well. So the interesting part of this whole area is the bones. So what actually people do, I will explain you later about the tradition here.
This is the entrance point of the church that we are going. This is a very small church. You can go and pray and spend some time here. So here is the full view. So we have already paid 5 euros per person. Now we are going inside the church. You can see a lot of skulls everywhere, the bones and everything. So the environment is little bit scary.
Yeah, the environment is a little bit scary, but this is a very unique tradition here. So the tradition is very unique here. They preserved the skulls of the deceased, and why they do this, because the cemetery space is very limited. And what was happening before, like they like take out the body after 10 or 15 years of death, and they washed it in the chemical, and then they painted the skull, and
first they painted it with an ivory color, then they painted with some different flowers or different plants on it.
Yeah, so they always put the year of death of that person on top of the skull, and you can see like they put some symbol on the skull as well. So let's say like if you see the oak tree here, that means it is for glory, and if you see the rose, then it is for love, and if you see snakes, then it is for bravery. And you can see cross as well, like because they put cross. Yes, so it is also arranged according to the family names. The last skull has been taken out from the grave is 1995.
That person died in the year of 1983.
Yes, 1983, and she has a golden tooth. So this is the center. Now you can see the skull here, which is on the top or in the center. This skull has a golden tooth, and she died in 1983, and the skull the body actually take out from the grave is 1995. So this is this is the newest one, but nowadays actually they have been closed this tradition. They are not taking out the bodies from the graves, from the cemetery. So I think the cemetery is closed now, like no burial is happening right here, so this tradition is closed. But all the bones you are finding here, all the skulls you are finding here, this is all like from 18th century, 19th century. So
early 19th century or 18th century.
Yeah, so it's a very unique tradition we have found here, and if you travel in the world, you can see a lot of unique tradition across the globe, according to the geography, according to the places, according to the weather condition. So it was a nice experience, and if you are visiting the Hallstatt, then I highly recommended you to visit Bonehouse or Bone Church. So it is a very very nice experience for us.
So you can't find this kind of tradition, this kind of feeling anywhere else. For us it was a very different kind of experience. So if you want to, you can visit, or if you don't want, you can skip. It contains of around 1200 skulls, over which only 600 of which are painted. For a small fees, you will get an information describing how the practice of the placing bones in the house, and about due to the shortage of space in the cemetery, the bones were dug up after 10 years and placed here. And the practice of painting of skulls started in the early 18th century, and the paintings have a special significance. For example, oak leaves for glory, laurel for victory, ivy for life, and roses for love. A small cross stands at the far end of the house, and the two skulls under the cross are painted with snakes, signifying sins. So the skull which has snakes, we can see a very less number of skulls having snakes, so that implies that person have or had too much sins in their life. So for us this was a very unique experience, and definitely worth a short visit.